Love. Love moves us all towards good, with the troubadour poems of the Middle Ages, or sometimes towards evil, with the serial robberies conducted by Bonnie and Clyde. History is filled with such stories, be it as signs of devotion and adoration with the building of the Taj Mahal, attachment and passion with the somewhat beautiful story of the forbidden love of Pedro and Inês that eventually got to Inês being killed and Pedro later on executing everyone involved in her killing, or be it because of vengeance and obsession with the Trojan War sparked by Helen's elopement with Paris, a war that led to massive destruction and loss of life, highlighting how passion can ignite chaos. History is riddled with examples of human beings being carried away by their feelings and acting out. This documentary will focus on the experience of love, be it while in a relationship, or be it while in times of healing and introspection.
We're not together.
Yeah, we're not together. We have different partners.
We met in college and we are in the same class, and
We went to school pretty much every day together, so we started getting closer and closer, and then we became a couple basically. But
It was on a college party in Vila Real, and she was there. I was there with a friend, and we spoke for the first time there.
first she was like my ex-friend, friend of my ex, all right, ex-girlfriend, and I don't remember like what impression I had when I met her for the first time, but later on we started talking to each other, and we felt more compatible, and I think we are more similar, and that's where we decided to like stay in a relationship. But it was 6 years ago. No, 10 years ago.
Like I've always seen my friends like getting into relationships and stuff, and I always felt like I was late.
I've always had self-esteem problems, and I had some friends in the past who weren't necessarily the best kind of friends. They were always like, "Oh, you're gonna get a boyfriend or a girlfriend much later than we're gonna get, and you're not necessarily someone that gets." A partner easily. I don't think you will get. I'll be the first one. I'll be the second. They were always doing those kinds of games where they like make bets who's gonna get in a relationship first, and I was always the last one. Apparently, they thought I wasn't very, dateable. You have to think about your partner, but also about yourself. Like, never put yourself behind someone.
I'm not so acquainted with how I should react to some stuff, and yeah, I'm still finding out about myself with her, and that's
Yeah,
cute.
it's a process.
Yeah.
It's always a process.
Yeah, it's a process.
It's always about making sure you take care of yourself and you value yourself, always.
I don't know, but maybe for me, one of the best kind of love I experience is being with my loved ones. I don't know if it's considered self or not, but that gives me the most joyful moments.
We had a fight just before coming here. I don't remember like a specific, like a down period that almost got into a point that was questioning our relationship, like overall.
It has its ups and downs, of course, like everything in life. I have, for example, my own struggles with mental health, and sometimes things, sometimes go a little bit down, but not necessarily to the point of breaking up or anything like that.
Honestly, like, does anyone know themselves?
Yeah, more or less. I think so. I don't know, but maybe I don't know that well, and I just think I do.
I feel like I know myself a little bit, at least, more than what I used to in the beginning of this year, for example. But I feel like it's a process, and you're always learning about yourself and something new every day. But yeah, I wouldn't say that I know myself 100%, but I do know myself a little bit, And I think that's enough for me, at least for now, like what I know. Yeah.
I don't know, 'cause I think sometimes I feel like I can stop myself and understand why I'm feeling a certain way. Yeah, I think I can be honest with myself. I think that's what I'm really trying to say. Maybe I don't know myself as well as I think I do, but I can be honest and maybe admit to certain things that make me behave better.
My idea of myself.
I think I'm very lazy.
I think I'm just that kind of person who's just, always there for other people. And I feel like that is my idea of myself. It's just like being someone who's always there for other people.
I have grown better. I don't know, I think I've been steadily improving certain aspects of myself over the years, so I think I'm a better version of who I was a year ago, 2 years ago, things like that. Yeah, but like I said, I have plenty of things to work on still, like laziness. I think that's my main thing right now. Like, if I think of negative aspects of myself, that's the main one.
I guess that's what really defines me, because like I am a piece of everyone around me. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that my idea of myself is just that I'm a piece of everyone that I know.
I love the coffee I can make.
I know that I'm kind, and because of that I know that I'm a good friend. I think that I would say that I really like that, the fact that I know that I'm a good friend and I'm kind and I'm always there for other people, like I was saying before.
I love that I like how to learn. I don't, so I guess I like the curiosity that I have, and that drives me more towards more creative endeavors and things like that. Yeah, and I quite like that. I enjoy it. I make coffee. Like if I feel like I've had a good day where I've done good things, I don't know, I like making some good food and just watching something, turn off the brain for a bit. I like looking at things I did, I don't know, because I do mostly creative works related to sound, so I like looking back at some of those things, and it's sort of like an ego boost, and sort of think, oh yeah, I did that, that's pretty cool.
Sometimes the fact that you're trying to find self-love already shows some self-love, because you need to love yourself in order to look for that. So I think that's the first step. And then it's just, I think something that I've started doing like quite recently is validating my own feelings. I think that shows a lot of self-love. I used to be the kind of person who was like always very frustrated when I got sad or angry, or sometimes I would try and like dim my happiness because I felt like it was too much. I don't do that anymore. I just try to be myself, accept what I feel. Honestly, I feel like that's the best way that I can show love to myself, is just accepting myself for who I am. And it's something that I'm learning how to do still, but I've gotten like really better at it.
Now, having explored day and night as metaphors for different phases of love, we can much better understand that sharing love cannot exist without self-love, as much as we cannot have daylight without the dark.